everybody, this is Dusty and Brian with Chasing the Pack. Episode 6. We are going to have a fun one this week. It should be short and sweet, but fun. So, Brian, what are we doing this week?
Today, we have the preseason state champions per classification in every gender, our picks. So if anybody gets offended, it's okay. It's just two guys sitting in their own, well, in my case, a closet, trying to come up with who's going to be the state champ.
That's right. Just for fun, we may do this a couple times during the year, leading up to the state championships. These are just our predictions. They really mean nothing. They're just for fun. So let's get right into it. And Brian, we're going to start out with 1A girls. Who do you have for 1A girls?
Okay, this is who I've got. I've got Pensacola Christian, who has a very young team, as I understand, but on paper, they should run away with the state championship. Who do you got? Who do you got?
Well, I'm going to follow your lead, and I saw the same thing. I saw two 8th graders last year running for them. Be 9th graders this year. They'll be stronger. I'm sure they're putting in the miles over the summer. So I also have Pensacola Christian Academy in the Panhandle girls 1A state champion.
Okay.
Let's move on to 2A. Who do you have for the 2A girls state champions?
It's a close one according to the FL runners, the team's returning, but I do like Bowles. Bowles has won, several state championships, obviously, and been a very productive program. So I like them to prevail in 2A.
All right. Well, I'm going to follow your lead again. Tony has a dynasty going over there. They've won so many state championships, and I'm going to go with the Bowles girls too. They did lose 2 runners, but they always have that next group moving in. Yeah, they're always moving the next girl in. So I think Bowles girls 2A state champions.
Excellent. I like it. Follow my lead. You're literally chasing the pack.
That's right. All right, well, let's go with the third pick. Who you got?
All right, I got a wild card finally. I have a hot take. I've got the Ponte Vedra girls coming out of nowhere to secure their first state championship.
Ponte Vedra girls, first state championship, 3A. They were very strong last year, I think. Did they finish second last year, maybe?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think they did. So they did lose their top runner, but that's pretty bold prediction. I'm going to go with team in Tallahassee. It's probably their home course, I would imagine. They run on it all the time. The Wolfpack of Chiles. I think the Chiles girls are going to come out on top for the 3A state championships this year. It's a little early, and I think that Vanguard may give them a run for their money, but I think Chiles number 1 in the state next year.
Okay, I like it. I think Chiles might be number 2 behind Ponte Vedra. I think you just were doing some kind of foreshadowing, some force predicting there, but whatever.
There you go. All right, so who do you have for your 4A girls?
All right, this is probably the easiest of all the picks. This should be a complete runaway, pun intended. I've got the Creekside girls coming out and just absolutely dominating 4A.
All right, Creekside girls. You heard it right here, Brian. Creekside girls for your state champions. I hate to play follow the leader, but I'm gonna because I think they repeat. I think it is not even close. I think they return all their runners from last year. So, barring an injury of a top runner or something like that, I think it's theirs to lose for the season, not to put any pressure on them, but I think they're going to be good this year.
I think so too. But I think on the boys' side, we're going to start having some differences. I think we're going to start seeing like the computer models during hurricanes. They're going to be all over the place.
Spaghetti noodles just everywhere.
Yes, just everywhere. I like spaghetti noodles, so that's fine.
Spirit hands or spirit fingers there. All right. Something. All right. So 1A boys, who do you have?
Okay, I'm going with the double state championship here between girls and boys. I got Pensacola Christian also prevailing again in 1A for the boys.
All right. Pensacola Christian. I looked at them and I'm like, that's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
But I'm going to go with Providence. So, Yep. Top 3 runners are returning. They're led by Charles Lofton.
Yep.
They only lost 2 seniors last year. So I think Providence has a good chance at becoming the 1A state championships boys this year.
And you are correct. It was very close, but or closer, I guess I should say in my mind. But I like a little bit of an upset. I like a little bit of a hot take. It's kind of my whole shtick. So
Okay. All right. Who do you got for the boys?
okay, not to copy the girls again, but we got Bulls. All right, we got Bulls again because they're just too darn good. That program is insane, and I like the Bulls boys. I think Bishop Kenny, I think, was the closest one to him, but I still like Bulls.
Absolutely. Um, Following the leader one more time. Jacksonville area, you got Episcopal, you got Providence, or not in that kind. I'm sorry, Episcopal, Bowles, and what's
Bishop
the other
Kenny.
two? BK. That's right, Bishop
Yep.
Kenny. Yep. So all three right there together, but I got the Bowls taking it again this year. Another championship for them to add to the list that they already have. Um, yeah, so that's who I have for 2A boys. All right, who you have for 3A?
Okay, I've got the ultimate JV team coming out because the regular team is going to go to Nike Regionals and try and win that for like, I don't know, the 6th or 7th year in a row. I've got Belen Jesuit. No matter what happens, they're ready to roll come November 22nd.
Gotcha. Did you read my notes? Like,
No, what are your notes
li-
saying? I don't know what your notes say. I can't see. I don't know. I can't see it up in Chiefland. My eyesight's good. It's not that good.
all right. Literally word for word. Berlin wins by 5 points over Gulf Breeze. Why so few points? Because they're running their second team, not their first team, because they will be up at nationals
Wow,
or Southeast region qualifying for nationals.
probably gonna
So
happen.
yep, yep. So interesting to find that. All right. Before we do our final pick, I do have one quick thing. Run Florida will be at the 14th annual Spikes and Spurs Classic. We will be selling their official T-shirts. We will be flying our drone, getting some race videos. We will also have Run Florida merchandise there as well. So make sure to come see us if you are going to the 14th annual Spikes and Spurs Classic this Friday for middle school and Saturday for the high school. All
Awesome.
right, back to our final pick. Who do you have for 4A boys?
All right, buckle up. The hottest take of all. This is it right here, okay? I truly believe that G. Holmes Braddock is going to come out as boys 4A and absolutely shock the world this year because there's several really good teams there, and Braddock's kind of creeping around back there. I like him. I think they've got great coaching, and I really could see them going pretty far with it.
All right. Well, shameless plug here. Most of these teams will be at the Florida Horse Park in 3 weeks, which I get to see them early on. So that might help me make my predictions a little bit later in the season when we do some polls and try and figure out who we think is going to move into that top spot. But I have another South Florida team that I will see in 3 weeks, and
Uh
that's
oh.
Christopher Columbus.
Uh oh.
I think that they win the boys 4A state championship next year.
The powerhouse. You know what? You might not be wrong. I don't know. I like the South Florida teams though. I think this is the year. This is the year of the South Florida teams.
That's right. That's right. Well, as always, Brian, thank you for hopping on and doing this with me. Everybody, make sure you go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel and like the videos. We also post snippets during the week on our TikTok, and you can see all pictures that we upload on Instagram, Facebook. So make sure to go like all of our social media handles. And that's it for this week. Brian, appreciate it, and I'll see you next week.
All right. Have a great night.